Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, almost live. Oh, I enjoy doing this. I hope everybody has a good Father's Day today. I do. It's always bittersweet. All right, let's go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm LBJ. You're there and I'm here, and you're listening to The Heartfelt Truth. Let me start off by saying, as I always do, that I hope my voice finds you in good health, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Not necessarily in that order, but all equally important to help us through this thing we call life. And when you leave this podcast, if you didn't get anything from it, you probably weren't listening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I'm LBJ, and you're listening to The Heartfelt Truth. Let's just jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, today is a very special day. Today is a melancholy day. I just want to give an extension out there, and I want to say to all of you fathers out there, Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. And keep doing what you're doing because you are very important. It is with sad news. In a sense to myself, I have to share this. I've tossed and turned so many times in terms of what I wanted to share on this Father's Day. Someone even told me, they said, Father's Day is not a good day to launch, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's busy. I understand that. You don't have to listen to it today. You can listen to it during the course of the week. But my sentiment doesn't change. It is with sadness that I have to share that in my own family, my wife just recently lost her father. Her father went home. And it is very emotional. And this is her first Father's Day without her father. And I tried to explain to her, I totally understand her siblings, her brothers, my mother-in-law. I totally get it. Believe me, the reason why I say that with such conviction is the fact that I, several years ago, lost my father. So I know how that feels. But in the same token, I also explained to them that everybody's walk is different. I have a couple of sister-in-laws, relatives, my siblings. We all know what it feels like, but it doesn't matter because everyone has to have their own walk and they have their own way of dealing with things and they have to move forward. So I just wanted to put that out there. I was trying to figure out how to bring that up and do it justice. I did a podcast several years ago, actually, just for the record. It was June 17th, 2018. Wow. On Father's Day, and I was explaining, if you guys get a chance, check that out. It's not as updated as this one is, but it has a lot of good information. So if you get a chance, go back and check that out. June 17, 2018, Happy Father's Day. So it's got a nice little message in there. But I just wanted to share the fact that, being a family, and I say it all the time, I say family is so important because it really is. And you hear me say that at the end of all my podcasts. The fact of the matter is being part of the family. And when you marry into a family, and if, all the things are, you're doing the right things and family is family, you too suffer that loss. And I just wanted to share that. I know personally that I will miss my father-in-law. He's been very influential in my life. Not that there's any substitutes, but I even know the fact that when my father passed and he was there, he, believe it or not, in an indirect way, he probably took on some of that father role. So that was very special, and he will definitely be sorely missed. And I know my mother-in-law, who also has to learn how to have a new walk. She's going to have her moments. She's a very strong woman, and everybody keeps saying that. But let me tell you something, people. In those private moments when you're by yourself and you're sitting around and you're looking at photos and you're sitting around and you're used to having someone around, like two peas in a pod, nobody's there. You can You will feel it. So I just wanted to put that out there. So, but with that being said, there are so many fathers out there, and I wish everyone a happy Father's Day. Enjoy your day. Do what you want. Do what you can. Share it with your children. I know it sounds like I'm rambling on. It's kind of the same thing. It's been that kind of week, but I personally believe that the things that you're doing right now with your children, you are building lifelong memories. And see, nobody ever gets to that. I don't think we think about that. I mean, when your kids are driving you damn nuts, and you're yelling and screaming at them, and come to dinner and change your clothes and take a shower and all that. It's important that you're there, and it's important that you spend time, because these are lifelong memories. And I definitely don't want to sound morbid, but the fact of the matter is, when you have to say that final goodbye on this side, hear what I said, on this side, you're gonna sit back and say, "Ah, shoulda, coulda, woulda." I mean, I feel the same way with my father. I mean, this guy never wanted to go to a baseball game with me until I realized he damn it didn't like baseball, which was kind of funny for me. So, but we spent a lot of time together. Some of my greatest memories are when we used to go fishing, and he was crazy for the water, and I'm not. And as I got older, I remember one time me and him going back and forth, and I was begging him, please, to bring me back to shore. I'm getting seasick. And he was a little frustrated with that. But what did he do? He brought me back. That's what fathers do. So it's important stuff, and I know my family definitely will, miss their dad. And so this is kind of a special podcast. And I had to put it out there. I mean, it's just one of those moments, I mean, we all have, I think it's a teaching moment, even for myself, as I sit here and think about Father's Day. I'm a father, and, the things that I do with my children you're building memories. You're building things that, you want them to look back and smile, even in a sad time, and you're missing them. I just got a text from a friend of mine who wished me a happy Father's Day. And I've known her for years. We work together and everything else. And I actually don't even know where it came from, to a degree. But I actually text back, and I said to her, I says, thank you. And I also, too, want to extend my feelings, because she lost her father. And like anything else, this is important, no matter how old you are. When little girls lose their dad, you're always daddy's little girl. So it hurts, even just a little bit more. So, anyway, listen, I don't want to drag on, ladies and gentlemen. I just had to put that out there. I'm wishing everyone a happy Father's Day. To all you fathers out there, please enjoy your day, build memories, enjoy the summer. I know we still have this pandemic thing going on, so let's all be safe. Let's all be well. And that's all I got today. But I'll tell you one thing, you have to do me a favor. If you get a chance, real quick, go back to June 17th, 2018. There's a nice little message in there for fathers. And I have to say this too, because remember one thing too, just, being a father, doesn't mean biological too. There's guys that are not biological dads, but they are just as important. So I'm not dismissing that. I know many men, and my friends who have had dads that weren't biological, but by golly, that was dad. So that's an important thing to put in there too. So please go back and check that out. But as I always say, do me a favor, please. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family, because family's important. And if you see someone that needs a helping hand, if you can, stick yours out and try to help them. As I always say, I believe this one act really, really will make the world a better place. And it's going to be one of those things that help you on your journey to becoming the best person that you were meant to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm LBJ. You're there and I'm here. And you've been listening to The Heartfelt Truth. Happy Father's Day. And we'll talk again. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. This is LBJ. If you have any comments or feedback, or you just want to get in touch with me, contact me at lbjtheheartfelttruth@gmail.com. Also, check out my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram account. And if you want to be part of this show or just become a member, go to my Patreon account, The Heartfelt Truth. All donations will help keep this show going and make it more interesting. And for your generosity, thank you. And as I always say, we'll talk again.